What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna play some more Super Auto Pets. This weekly has not been kind to us, so I'm, gonna see how it goes. In the games that I've played this week so far, it seems like the best way to go about it is to get like an early, like hippo or a rhino sometimes is good. So we're gonna be kind of hoping for that here. Um, Today we're gonna be the vivid turtles. Imagine like the dude from Finding Nemo in the ocean. So we'll just see how it goes. Pretty standard fare. Running through these first rounds, not really much to think about there. I feel like I kind of got that down on lock. Try and grab the levels where you can, and try and get the value where you can too. So like the mosquito doing 1 damage to a random enemy is kind of nifty, although I think the cricket's the better play here just because you get an extra 1/1, so it's effectively a 1/3 with a 1/1 damage there, so it's kind of nifty. And then what we'll do is we'll snatch up this groundhog for the extra level on the next turn. And then we'll want to make sure that these guys get their trumpets before they'll be in the last unit there. So we'll see how it goes. Their mosquitoes sniped one of our guys. That's not ideal necessarily. And then they got a 3/3 in the back to really give us the what for. So that's okay. We get a free life there for losing at the end. So you can't be too mad about that. Let's see what we get. So a guinea fowl. That's pretty much the unit that I've been trying to run this week, and it hasn't necessarily been working out very well for me. But it is a strong unit, so we'll see if it can't carry us to the promised land here. I'm thinking, we're going to keep the seahorse around to see if we can get an extra level. We should probably get a couple extra trumpets out of the guinea fowl here. I don't think it would be a bad idea to get a cherry out there, because we're basically giving ourselves a 6/6 in the back door, which not too bad. So we want to put it on something smart though, because we're going to be getting rid of the groundhog eventually. But let's throw it on the guinea fowl, because we're going to anticipate to keep that around for a bit here. So let's see what happens. Like, that's a pretty... That 5 guy was pretty beefy, but 6/6, pretty strong in the 3rd round. Alright, here we are in the 4th round. Usually I like to get the fish because it has pretty solid stats, but, ideally we could try and catch a level. Usually what I try and do is search for a level here. So Doorhead Ant is kind of going to be the next piece that we're going to try and get a level up from here. We can keep the cricket around, that's not a problem. And while we're here, might not be a terrible idea to get another level on the groundhog just for like some solid stats. Not the worst idea, likely not the best idea either. And our 8/8 dog cruises through JVGD. Not too mad about that. So like the early rounds I'm okay. It's as soon as you gotta start pivoting to the later rounds, that's where it gets tough. So like right here, right? We could go to the Saiga Antelope. We're already generating a lot of trophies. Or trumpets. We could get a lot more trumpets if we run down that route. The Blowfish is solid because every time it takes damage, it will hurt an enemy. So maybe I'll chuck that at the end there. We can have this be our first unit. And it should just kind of like give us some decent value, especially early on. And like we're kind of sneaking this groundhog level out here as well. So we'll run it like that. Doesn't seem bad. This is gonna be scary, the kangaroo. Kangaroo drives pretty good with oof. Okay, we lose that. Kangaroo drives pretty well with the Doorhead Ant. You can usually get a couple procs on that. So we got a level 3 Groundhog, which is nice. We'll grab another Glowfish. Get closer to that next level on there. 3 Trumpets, pretty good. Breadcrumbs, not going to really do anything for us. We're just going to roll. And then a Guinea Fowl there is not bad. There'd be an argument to say that we go Giraffe. So I'll freeze this and think about it for the next round. We could probably get rid of the Seahorse just to start buffing our units. And we don't want that to happen. Those guys trade. We trade here. Big dog. Alright. We're on to 4 trophies. We cannot be upset about that. Let's get rid of the Seahorse. We will chuck the Giraffe behind our Blowfish. I do like a good African Penguin. It kind of buffs all our units. The Doorhead Ant. It would have been cool to get a level, but I'll run it like this because I'm greedy. And maybe we'll throw some garlic on our Blowfish over here. And now we got a beefy Blowfish in the front. Which just gets killed right away, so that's fantastic. That's exactly what we want to happen. And, you know, we just get housed a little bit there, you know? The skunk was a pretty feels bad thing, but we do have a hippo here. So, like, this is kind of the pivot, right? We're going to chuck a hippo up in this piece. We're going to start pumping this bad boy. The hippo's going to be the big threat here. And then kind of as backup, we're going to have a couple trumpet actions going on. I think we're going to need to change around the sequencing, though. Just because we want to get all the trumpets before we actually like run out of space. We want to leverage all of that. Another interesting thing here would be the Nurse Shark. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Because then we're going to be generating basically, this should take a hit, +2, 6, +3. We'll get 9 trumpets. And we can do triple 9, or triple 6 trumpets, so you could do 18 damage to one enemy at random with the Nurse Shark. Which isn't bad. I think a crane might be better than the Nurse Shark, especially since we're kind of trying to run it through that way. Like, we're going to be pivoting off the trumpets here. I like the Giraffe because it pumps us, but maybe the crane's going to be better in the front with our, in the back with our hippo, maybe? I don't know. Caught a level here, which is nice. We could probably stack more resources in the Blowfish. I think we're going to keep the Blowfish in the late game. The dude just sniped the crap out of our dudes. That's not ideal. And we just lose there. Wow. That's pretty unfortunate. I think Gorilla's pretty solid. Mammoth is good because it gives all our guys stats. I think it's probably time to get rid of the Groundhog. The Rhino is just a better unit than the Hippo right now. And I think we go Mammoth in the front. And we lollipop the Mammoth to have a 12-4 up front? Is that crazy? We'll freeze the Rhino? Freeze the Rhino? We catch a Rhino level? I don't know. We're kind of pivoted here. Yeesh. Okay. Feels pretty bad. But we do have a level 2 Rhino. We also can get a little bit more action on our Blowfish here. I think the Guinea Fowl is kind of not helping us out here. But I don't know. Let's just roll. Jesus is taking the wheel here. Foam Sword just poops on us a little bit. Alright, we clear this guy. Like, our squad's not that bad. Right? It's at least a 5 trophy squad. It's not that bad. We can move and shake, right? Tell me you believe. Tell me you believe. Give 1 pet plus 2 attack plus health. Double if all pets are tier 4. They are not. If we got rid of the guinea fowl, they would be. Guinea fowl. Skunk. Skunk might be able to burst through a unit. I mean, now the pretzel is like guaranteed to do +4/+4 on a person, which isn't bad. Which is better than the lasagna. We'll grab this. We'll grab this. We'll grab this. So we got 2 levels primed up. Would be cool to get a blowfish level 3. Elephant probably would be good in front, but you know, here we are. Alright, I'll take a tie. We're still in the game. We're still gaming. And I will also take a crane over here. None of this helps us out. A garlic, probably not a bad item to put on our mammoth, perhaps? I don't know. Or the rhino. Okay. Doing a little bit of cooking here. We're on our last leg, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. So we'll do this. We'll throw a little bit of a level on the old rhino there and add 4/4 on our rhino. And then we'll save this pretzel. We could get another thing on the skunk, which would probably be helpful. Okay, 7 trophies. 7 trophies, not too bad. We are cooking. We've grabbed the final level on our blowfish. I'm debating on where this pretzel goes. Feels like it might be good on the blowfish just because we wanted to get hit a couple more times. Let's move the skunk to the back. Or I guess it just eats damage. I think we're gonna roll. And again. And again. And I think we're better off getting +4/+4 on our blowfish because it could deal 9 more damage. This is the theory. That peanut is a pretty feels bad thing. Alright, that's a tie. We take a tie, baby. That's not so bad. Alright, we're kind of pumping our little rhino over here. We could maybe backdoor honey, because we've been kind of getting pretty close here at the end. It's kind of crappy, though. Okay. Backdoor popcorn is probably better. Chocolate's good. Alright. So, we don't want a scorpion that poops on us. I guess the only thing we changed there is we got some backdoor, and that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. That's a 7-piece. You can't be too mad at a 7-piece. It's not the best, not the worst. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take it easy.